umeniembarrass mbele ya watu, and now you want to like, jamani njoo tuongee huku kando kidogo tu.
Welcome to AFAX #1's Top to Entertainment and Trending News. Episode 3 of The Real Housewives of Nairobi dropped. I think by now we can say that the Nairobi franchise has not disappointed, and this episode also lived to the expectation. Now, last week I did mention that I would love to see a little bit more screen time between Versdika and Mine because they seemed to be vibing, and we got that this week. So I was happy to see them together, but it seems that will be short-lived, as next week, from the snippet that we've got to see what might be coming next, Versdika is somehow coming for Mine. I'm not expecting much from Versdika in terms of confrontation. She has been very classy when it comes to these confrontations. Even when Dr. Maria was attacking her, she really played it cool. This episode, I actually thought that Versdika was going to come for Dr. Maria, but she handled it really well. In fact, she took herself from that situation, or rather avoiding that confrontation and just walking out. And so that is something that even the conversations on Twitter, people have really put out how much they love Versdika and how she reacts to things, how she carries herself. Many thought that she would be the shady one, but Versdika has proved people wrong. This episode, I don't even know what to say about Susan. I'll just dive into the conversations that people are having on Twitter. The shade that she's throwing as to how Mine dresses, the looking ghetto-like, the kind of hair that she has. She just was not kind at all. But when it comes to the conversation with her daughter, first of all, her daughter is really, really beautiful. And I loved the fact that she has a very open communication with her daughter, asking how they feel. Is there something that her daughter would like her to change? So I really enjoyed that part of their conversation. The meanness at Sonal's event, that is what I did not find really good, and it felt like they were all attacking Mine, except from Versdika, because she was just laughing about what was happening. I saw some people saying on Twitter they felt that Vera should have stood for Mine because they seemed to be very close. Mine came 7 hours late, and she did give the reason why she was late, and it's because she had lost her father-in-law, but still she decided to show up, and it was good to see the ladies feeling sorry for her, sympathetic for her. Even Lisa, who doesn't like Mine, clearly from what we have been seeing, felt a little bit sympathetic until they decided to attack her, because for someone who is mourning, she had put on a cute dress, she had put on her makeup, and that they found not so pleasing.
However, her showing up in exactly the attire that she was wearing, knowing how long it must have taken her to put the whole thing together, was very, very disrespectful.
And so this episode gave a little bit of mean girl vibes, just because Mine puts out that she's a hustler. Susan decided to call her cheap, saying that the hat that she wore cost 1,400. They are not on the same level. She wears fake stuff.
This is also not your party.
You're a hustler, we see it.
I'm on the
We
ground,
see
honey.
how you dress.
I'm a hustler.
Fake brands. We
I'm
see
a
it.
hustler. You're also wearing fake brands,
What is
honey.
fake
Okay.
about you? Everything is fake. The woman is fake. Mine needs to know we're not in the same lane.
I must say Lisa's face beat on this episode was on point, but what I noted about Lisa, she smiles on your face, but the things that she says at her confrontational, you wonder why can't she say these things in front of Mine's face. Dr. Maria, of course, says that she will not be seeing the ladies anytime soon. She is just flying off. There was a lot of not good vibes. That is after she met Versdika, so she did not feel like it would be appropriate for her to be in this particular event. And so Susan put out be bye, and she was so happy that Dr. Maria was going away, and you wonder what happened between the two, because episode 2 they seemed to be doing good, they talk. And please note, it is Susan herself who invited Dr. Maria, but see what she'll say.
Okay, July. Retiring? You know you use the same word.
Romania is calling her back.
Quickly. Bye, bitch. She's sitting on the other side, Romania or whatever country that is. Yeah.
here we thought Dr. Maria was a good friend of Susan. Susan had invited her to her party, and that is how Dr. Maria ended up being in this episode. And so to hear Susan saying bye B makes us wonder what happened between these two ladies. Is there really anything to say about Sonal? She looked absolutely beautiful. She continued to be herself like she always is for those who have been following her. So we don't get different vibes from Sonal, but this episode was good to see her joking a little bit, talking about the driver flirting with her. This episode I also felt that she has so much that she is harboring or perhaps would want to let out, and hopefully whatever she's going through she'll be able to get through it. But as always, she was herself. Now I want us to just see a few tweets because that is the best place to go to see things in real time. So one tweet reads here, okay, Mina is now annoying me. She's doing too much. She's trying so hard to be a mean bee, and for what? The mirrors and coming for Sonal was so unnecessary. I love how Susan went head to head with her and held her down. And this is why I love getting other people's perspective. My thought was that they were mean towards me. But this tweet is someone who was in support of how Susan went head to head with Mina. Another tweet reads, those Real Housewives of Nairobi babes are very vile for coming for Mina while she was mourning. And these were my thoughts. I felt that it was unnecessary. But the tweet I read to you guys before this shows that they were in support of what was happening. And that's why I love doing these reviews, because we get to see different perspectives and different opinions. Another tweet read, I know Dr. Maria did not just run after Vera after she walked out on her. Like, girl, kujiheshimu hujui. Sonal's tone and voice modulation are part of the brand, and you can't convince me otherwise. She's projecting luxury and poise at all times. Unhurried, deliberate, and control. Love it. So Susan was the one who invited Dr. Maria to Kenya, and now she's celebrating her exit. So much for friendship. This is also what I mentioned earlier. I was surprised how she spoke about Dr. Maria making an exit. We got to know Dr. Maria through her, but here she was throwing shade. So it makes us wonder, is there something between these two women? Did they disagree somewhere? Another tweet reads, what has been this episode, Jameni? I feel so tired on Mina's behalf. Lisa needs to share those snide remarks she says in her confessionals to Mina directly and stop hiding. Then we see what's up. Another tweet reads, Real Housewives quote of the day, you look like a misplaced flamingo. And this is what Mina said to Susan. Somebody says the ladies attacking Mina because she showed up and looked good was so low. I didn't think I'll come to dislike Susan's character, but oh, she's one of those women who look down on others. I like Mina, and it's sad that the women, including Karen now, are coming for her because she probably doesn't portray wealth. She's who she is, deal. Susan's beef with Mina is for camera time. Lisa is low-key racist and classist. I don't know how to explain it. Just by how she always talks about Mina. I can't expect Vera to defend Mina at Sonal's event. Sasa, what was Mina supposed to wear? PJs to show everyone she's mourning? Can we discuss how Susan's daughter Mia is such a gorgeous girl? That horse riding scene was so beautiful. Mina saying Susan should calm her face down is so funny to me. Not anything else. Just your face. I'm with Vera. The apology should be as loud as the disrespect. One last thing on Mina. Every time she's in an argument, she mentions how she's a hustler, almost like a hint of inferiority complex. Babe, you are as beautiful and successful as anyone on that table in your own right. Believe it. In the previous video that I shared with you guys on Vesidika's gender reveal, I told you there was some castmates from the Real Housewives of Nairobi. A film crew could be seen as well, and I felt maybe there was a season 2 and that's why everything was being taped, but apparently the gender reveal party happened a while back, because in the next episode, that is episode 4, we get to see Vesidika talking about this particular moment. So what we got to see today is something that already happened. Anyway, if you've caught up with the episode, let me know your thoughts about it on the comment section down below. But that's it, you're up to date. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit your notification bell so you're notified once you have any new uploads. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.